And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They'll move the tight end. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
On the direct snap, it's Jordan. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
On the direct snap, it's Jordan. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Jordan. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
On the snap, it's Jordan.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll try to get outside. Slithers into space. Turning it on.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Johnson.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Snap, it's Johnson. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, fourth down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Jordan. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Jordan. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football, and they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the 2-point conversion. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looks like the defense will play quarters coverage here. Looking for a man, it's Mendoza. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Sends it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Motion from the back. On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads it left. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on it.
Direct snap, it's Jordan. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On the snap, it's Jordan. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Still up by 8 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Donaldson. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the ground with the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Throws for the tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the 1st down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Picked off to stop the threat. Bringing it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the 1st half. And the Vols will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They feed him again. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Hurricanes are in the hurry-up.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right. He makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. He's going to take off. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
looking for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Hurricanes are on the move. They'll try the run. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that thing.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
The screen, he can go. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
He makes the grab for the 2 and ties the game. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. And the wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
On the direct snap, it's Johnson. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Looking to convert, they'll go to the wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll try to convert from the wildcat. Direct snap, it's Johnson. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. On the snap, it's Johnson. It's complete on the right side. Found a little room out of the wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's how to catch it, big fella.
They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. Makes it past the marker. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They have been running ISOs in football since the beginning of time, right? They want to isolate that linebacker. A lot of times they're going to pull a guard. Great job by the defense seeing it, getting downhill, understanding where the ball's coming, going downhill, attacking it, and getting the big tackle for a loss.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays, you know you're going to go for it on fourth most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident, you're ready to rock and roll, and they get the first down.
The Vols getting set on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The defense. Get us started with the opening kickoff. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense in a bunch formation. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that lucky out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's going to run it. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. On 4th down, going to the air. That's reeled in. It's Moore. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Jordan. There he goes. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Haynes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He's got the tight end. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air, it's Sellers. Got a man, it's Moore. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Turning it on. The chunk plays that they love, and it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the...
Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Extra point here will tie the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the snap, it's Johnson. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting him out flanked with the Wildcat. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Oh, he's got some space. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll send the tight end in motion. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Direct snap. It's Frazier. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Frazier. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown ball!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Here comes the two-point try. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the two-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Pretty good job on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Throwing right. All by himself. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Moore. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Barnes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. In the red area, it's Haynes. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Running back searching for a hole. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
He gets into the end zone, and the two-point conversion ties the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Jordan. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Finds a little space.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. The Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Tight end now in motion. On the snap, it's Johnson. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Got a little space. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. All they needed were a couple of inches, and they were able to convert on fourth down.
And I like the play call. You don't have to be perfect when you just need a couple of inches. I mean, you got a back that you trust that can lower his pads, fall forward, go get it. Love the call.
They'll move the tight end. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
On the direct snap, it's Johnson. Finding an escape route. There he goes. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's Johnson. Running to Green.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On the snap, it's Johnson. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They fought tooth and nail through three, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. Running into the open space. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap, it's Jordan. Runs through a tackle. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. On the snap, it's Jordan. Smashes through the tackle. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Tennessee.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
On the direct snap, it's Jordan. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Jordan. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on third down? He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They could have tried to break the tie with a field goal attempt. Instead, they'll... Next going for the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteer! And they've moved out front here on the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
He gets it into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion extends this lead to 8. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Sellers. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
Every offense is different. The 2-minute drill looks different for everybody. Slipping the run in there, sometimes it can be good, but you can't do that much more with that clock ticking out.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Catch in the middle, it's Barnes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Wants to go up top on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Going to try to get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Steps away. Hit as he throws. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Jordan. Runs through the tackle. All by himself down the middle. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a two-point conversion after the long touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Frazier. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. By the defense, it's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now 7 defensive backs on the field getting ready for a passing down. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Frazier. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. It's a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Intercepted to stop the threat. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Not all DBs make... at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around. And this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but I hate the play call there. It's 3rd and long. You're in your own end of the field. That's a play. You got to throw it. You got to trust someone to make a catch and go make a play. You're trying to catch the defense off guard. Nobody falls for it. It's just a bad play.
Direct snap. It's Jordan. Oh, better look out. Gets it past the marker. Racing to the right. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown ball. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give it to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only got the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the snap, it's Jordan. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Volunteers.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Reed. Fires left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Ball is loose. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Gonna take a shot. And the missed connection on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finding open areas. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket.
And it's picked off for the third time today.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throw.
Oh, he's got some space. Past the 10, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Quickly complete. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown.
Set to kickoff.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. take it away to start. Fielded in the end zone, it's Frazier. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Jordan finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Oh, he's got a chance. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They forged ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Fights off a defender. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Looking to throw, it's McNabb. Here's a heat. Took a shot as he threw.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rivers. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it.
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. First play of the period, first down here. Just keeps slinging it. Skips away from pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Gives it on the option. Pick up a 5, it'll be third down and 5.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Johnson. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Breaks into the open. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Powers through the defender. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
Well, the fullback helping out his offense here, running the football. Nice job finding the hole and getting upfield. Takes a lot to bring this guy down.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs.
Running free. Powers through. Touchdown ball. He would not be denied.
The These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation, nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw, it's McNabb. Got it in the middle, it's Edwards. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Gonna let it fly. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Edwards. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And the Vols will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Texas offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Got it behind the line. It's Edwards. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You're down, obviously at the half you got a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
The short hands, it's Moore. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun, running back on the move. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. A long way to go on 4th and goal. Looking to throw, it's McNabb. Into the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Nice pickup on